Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at Reforged Eden 2 beta for Empyrion Galactic Survival. And I'm starting this video on the suicide bridge of the Hydra because I want to talk about a couple of things before we get out and do a bit more exploration. And that is a good segue into saying, as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me just so much to think about. And the comments on the last video focus more about ship types and energy cells and some of the other related problems. Now, one thing I did say was the possibility of working on a capital vessel template which I could build in a new series, and somebody very kindly pointed out that Vermilion is said that it's going to be some time before Reforged Eden 2 beta goes into full release. And that's given me a little bit of an idea, which I want to kind of just talk about, because obviously this game is become very big, especially the Reforged Eden side. So that's given me a thought in the sense that if Vermilion may not be releasing Reforged Eden 2 into a full stable release until the new year, now that gives an opportunity that maybe after Christmas I will start a new playthrough, because as far as I can tell, a lot of the work that Vermilion is actually doing is on the late game phases. Now, obviously in this series, I've kind of gone astray in a couple of areas and lost most of my way. So the way I'm starting to think is that maybe in the new year, I'll start a new series, do all the basic grind on the starter planet, and then in theory, because any full release should be save game compatible, fingers crossed, that will put me in a very good position to be able to transition in a mid-game scenario towards some of the more advanced features as we go forward. And that then now leads me on to capital vessels. Now, one suggestion I got was to do with scrapping the Plutus, and I actually do think that's a good idea. And this is the reason why we're currently on the suicide bridge here, simply because I was kind of looking at this, because if I'm going to scrap the Plutus, I would like, if possible, come on game, you should be able to. If I scrap the Plutus, I would like to take some of the mining drills and possibly mount them on the front of the ship here, maybe on the outside here, take out a couple of blocks, and then put a couple of mining drills on here, and then the suicide bridge would then become the mining bridge. So that's a bit of the thought process, and of course that means I would have to create some space for a harvest storage. And that is a good segue into something else somebody said, that they preferred very Spartan ships. And I have to admit, I'm very much the same. So what I'm thinking is that we've got all these gaps here, which we use for the crew quarters. What I could do is strip this out and actually fill in the crew quarters here with the blocks to actually put the harvester in. So and at the end, if we don't keep anything in it, if we get into a battle and the front of the ship gets wrecked, that won't make that much difference, simply because the harvest block or the harvest container extensions will be empty. So that's what I'm thinking, and also it might strengthen the surrounds of the suicide bridge. So the suicide bridge will then become the mining bridge. Now, that also takes me into something else that somebody mentioned, is about the fact why I'm not creating all the fuel cells. And the main reason I'm kind of only slowly producing the fuel cells is to make these ones, which give twice the capacity of the dual fuel cells. So you can see here, well, if we go through the process, a small fuel cell only produces 50 megawatts for 5 Promethean pellets. A dual fuel cell produces 250 watt hours for 25 Promethean pellets. But for the same 25 Promethean pellets and 10 hydrogen bowls, we can double that to 500 watt hours. But of course, to make hydrogen, which is down here, we need water containers and steel plates. So that's the reason why I was kind of not really pushing forward. Now we've actually got the water, which is what we've managed to get, and we've got piles of ice. That means we can start making these bigger fuel cells, which give us twice the power capacity for just basically water and steel plates. Now, and that's what I was waiting for. But of course, the other thing is worth mentioning is that if you want to go all out, you've also got the fusion reactors here. Now, the only thing, I'll be completely upfront, I've never ever got to the point where I needed a fusion reactor. The only thing that kind of confuses a bit, it says a generator that operates by fusing two or more elements together by releasing massive amounts of energy requires a constant energy input to keep the reaction stable, making it suitable for high output spacecrafts. So the thing I don't understand is what that actually means, because it doesn't list the fuel as such. So I do wonder whether these need some form of energy input to trigger them and keep them going. But in return, what you actually get is a lot more power output. But you can see this this one, it doesn't produce much more than one of those. You know, and then of course you've got the really big one over here. Yeah, energy output 1 megawatt, which is pretty awesome. So it's almost like these fusion reactors act as energy boosters rather than actually a substitute for generators. If any of you know if that assumption is correct, feel free to chuck it in the comments. So returning back to what I started off by saying, I'm just going to jump in the ship actually, because we're going to leave this planet. Put the thrusters on, put the shields on. We're just going to go up into space. I'm kind of working on this idea of a template, probably loosely based on the Hydra, because I do really like the shape. But what I would like to do, if possible, is come up with a shape that can be expanded over time and can be built in game. And I think this is where I kind of got the sequence wrong with the ships that I'm doing in this playthrough, because I built the Batara first. I think that was a mistake. What I should have really gone for is something a little bit like the Hydra to begin with. We've got a wrecked Gemini. Where is this wrecked Gemini? Anyway, I suppose I better get on to what I want to do in this part. Let's kind of level the ship off a bit so we got an orientation in the plane. Ancient long range relay over there. Also, I've just noticed the ancient data caches. Somebody pointed out what they were, and you had to solve problems. And that actually, I don't know what I was thinking about in the last part, because I've actually done a data cache. I think what threw me off was the fact that it said ancient data cache, because I think I've done an ordinary one and I actually solved the problem with the switches. So I think I kind of got a handle on that, and we will be checking some out, but not in this part. There's quite a lot of there. We've got the wrecked Gemini there. I think I wouldn't mind checking out that Gemini before we leave. But what I would like to do, because I've mentioned about scrapping the Plutus, obviously I'm not going to do that on camera, because that would be about as interesting as watching paint dry. But what I'm thinking is, if I come to the system here, we've got, I think this is an exploration area. We haven't been there, but we've also got a UCH research ship there. So what I'm thinking in this part is to go to there to check that out, then go to the UCH research ship. But first things first, we're going to check out the Gemini. Just save a bit of fuel. So we're kind of look around here just for a little while. Now we have got some potential hostiles in this area, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. I can't remember visiting a Gemini. And we got a cargo arm here as well. So we got kind of a little bit of a cluster here of stuff. Kind of come up to it. Got wrecked cargo arm, and a wrecked Gemini. I think if we can just get in, I'm not seeing anything particularly special there, but oops. I think if we just want to park here for the moment, I will use the MX-5. Ah, I should have got out the side door, shouldn't I? Never mind. Because we do need optronics bridges. I say we should be relatively safe here. Famous last words. We'll start with this thing. Let's have a look round. Not really seeing anything here. We'll just use the blocks. See, it says these are contained. Ah, there they are. Well, this can go straight into the Hydra. Actually, I think this is. I can't remember where. There it is. Thank you, game. I think bandits is a relative term in this game, isn't it? If I remember correctly. I can't. There's got to be another one in here, is it? Crypto bandit alarm. I'm not seeing. Find an M-class system on the galaxy and walk to it. An M-class appears on the map. You need an ample supply of standard probes. Yeah, I triggered some kind of refresh memory type thing. Oh, the core's in there. I can't seem to find the. These are all large container thingies, but I can't see that. Oh, there's a one here. It's not that much in the way of loot in here. It's really big and impressive, but I don't think I want to hang around here too much. We'll go and check the Gemini. Yeah, that wasn't excessively. I can see some containers in here. A little bit of loot. Ammunition one over here. We got here explosive shells, 350 millimeter megawatt. Access denied. Okay, thank you, game. Just scoop round here a little bit. Let's have a look in here. No, nothing. I'm not seeing anything of great value. So that's not a thruster, is it? Nope. Okay, so we got a tiny amount of loot here, and can I get the oxygen? There's probably a core in here, but let's just see if we can be cheeky. Access denied. Okay. So that's not particularly great. This is wrecked cargo arm. This looks a little bit more sketchy. This has got lots of individual. Oh, we'll take that. Merc. Put that in there. So in some ways, this is better than the what we call it, the other one. Nothing particularly fantastic so far. We got some more Hydra cells there. Or core there. Cobalt. Destroyed salvage hit point. What's this thing then? I'm curious about that. The core is. You did see the core. Where is it? It's not exactly like the core's not exposed. Oops, didn't mean to do that. What is this thing? I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think we're just kind of take it and see what it actually turns out to be. It says 5,000 points, so we're gonna have to. Well, okay. Let's make sure that is hooked to there. I'm just curious what this actually is. I mean, it's 5,000 hit points. Well, it could be a load of rubbish. Destroyed salvage. Well, it's worth 25,000. Wreckage that can be salvaged and deconstructed for raw materials and sold to free colonist scrapyards. Sometimes leaves behind a box of valuable materials when removed from wrecks. Okay. It's right. We're just gonna make sure I take the core with me just in case. I think this comes back to what I was saying in the intro, that there's just so much to this game now, and that's the reason why, as I say, I would kind of half like to just generally restart, but as I say, it will probably be in the new year. Maybe it'd be something to celebrate for the new year itself. I think we've covered most of the stuff here. I've just got to find the MX5. There it is. Oops. Just jump into there, put it away. And we're got to find the there's the wrecked Gemini. So the Hydra should be close by. There it is. And we're just orientate round. And we will land on top. One thing I have done is I've removed the decorative blocks to create a bit more of a better landing pad on the top here. And it still won't dock. I think that's because the landing gear drops down into a groove. Anyway, we're just gonna come here. We will empty the ship out. Let's just shove that into there. Hydra materials. We'll certainly put the advanced capacitors in there. Silicon, iron, stone dust, promethium pellets, copper. I say we didn't get that much from this here. Where is it? Put the products in there. And then I can't remember, where was I putting up materials? I did come up, it's not recycle. It's general plants, isn't it? We'll just shove that in there for. I think don't really have a lot of space for that. I think what we'll do is we'll put you in products at the moment because that you're classified as a mystery product. There, and of course, what we'll do is we'll just pick up their core and put it back in there. Right, so let's get back to the ship. Oops. Sometimes it's easier just to turn off the jetpack. All right, we're on main bridge. Well, that will do for the moment. And we'll put thrusters on. I think I'm just going to take a very quick second look at the ancient data cache if we can find it, because it's a bit kind of icky. We'll just take another quick look at this. Now I know. Now I've been reminded of what I've got to look for. What is that though? Is that the ancient? No, that's the supply system. That's a little bit too close. We'll head for this one, and we'll take another quick look at this. Then we'll be on our way. Again, we'll just go out the top. I've got no idea why I've got my multi-tool active, but just gonna take another look at this. Somebody said that you've got to interact with this. Initiate hack, that's it, yeah. It says tries remaining. What on earth is this? It says tries. Wow. Okay, I think. I know what we've got to do. What you've got to do is go that way. Is higher. Okay, continue. We go up to 7. Lower. Okay. Okay. Ha. But we've got 5 left. I think if we go, probably the best way is to do it is use a search algorithm. Lower. Okay. So if we decrease by 2, that's lower again. Decrease digit. There we are. Okay, remaining. Oh, we've still got 3 tries left. Okay. This may not work. Lower. Okay. Reduce to there. Higher. Okay, increase by 1. Check digit. Okay. Hack successful. We're gonna do now is find the entrance. We've got an encrypted schematic. Wow, I've actually found a schematic. Actually, I think somebody pointed out, I think it was in the last part when they were saying about schematics. I haven't really had a lot. So maybe hitting these things is probably the better way of actually getting schematics. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit distracted. Where are we? We're on main bridge, right? So what we're going to do now is we're just going to, no, thrusters are on. And I think we're going to go to, it's this one here. We're going to go to here and check out this Mycana beta. Just to see what that actually is. And then, as I say, we'll move on to the UCH research ship. And we've actually got an encrypted schematic we can do something with. What's that? Dark matter nebula cast already glows in this sector. Periodic power surges may affect the warp to an in-class system. Okay, what we got here? What are we actually in? We've got a freighter over there. Well, we might as well head for the freighter and see what we're going to be up against. We'll check out the freighter. It's a bit dark and spooky in here, isn't it? So here we are. We're just coming up on the freighter. I know it's a little bit late for Halloween, but this place is really spooky. There's a kind of a clicking noise. I don't know if you can actually hear it, which kind of makes you feel like you're in some kind of cosmic swamp. Okay, we're just going to check out the freighter here and see what we found. There doesn't seem to be anything else in this system. Okay, so again, we're off the. Well, turned off the thrusters. Turn off the thrusters this time. I think we're relatively safe, but we leave the shields on. And again, we'll just use the MX-5 as a support ship. I'm not a bit reluctant to just take the ship inside, but we'll leave the thrusters. Wow, okay, we need a bit of fuel. Just top the fuel up a little bit. Actually, we could probably put the whole lot in, actually. Oh, that's different. Well, we got a whole load of stuff in here. Okay, we'll just hook this up. Again, it's bits and pieces at the moment. What have we got here? What are these? Intake vents. Okay. I have to admit that the noise coupled with the music is creeping me out here. I just get this feeling that something is suddenly going to leap out at me. Or something like that. Yeah, some spiders going to drop from the ceiling, or do I have any oxygen? Yeah, got a little bit of oxygen. Oh, we got a crew member at last. Well, maybe we can deploy the crew member. I know some crew members reduce CPU, but I'm not sure how much they reduce it by. Probably not enough for what we want. But well, we're getting little bits of water, nothing else. Some medical stuff as well. A little bit of food. We're okay for food at the moment. Whoops. A nice rare. We've got a second cute crew member. Maybe we can find them a home on the ship. Some coolant. Medical tabs. Okay. Wouldn't say it's a massively resounding. Okay. I can hear somebody. There won't be anything in the armor lockers. It goes to the outside as well. This is definitely creeping me out. I don't think we're going to get anything from these. I've got some beer. Oh, this would be good. Have a bit of a decontamination. We've been in here? No. I can hear some light armor and some food. Oops. Got a transportation booster. Oh, well, I will help you. What are you looking for? I'll give you the transponder codes and the password to open the escape pods. You have a limited amount of time to rescue my stranded crew from their escape pods. Once you start the mission, you will need a scanning station and a large supply of advanced probes. Be wary. Okay, we're just going to leave him because, one, I don't have a scanning station, and two, I don't have the probes. Well, think about that one. We're just going to check out what I'm assuming that it will be. Just check him again. He did say a scanning station rather than. You will need a scanning station and a large supply of advanced system probes. Okay. Are you ready to go? And don't forget, you will want advanced systems probe before you accept this mission. Yeah. Well, take a look into that. Let's just finish exploring the ship first. Yeah, just in case. We might as well get something from this. Thing is, I'm not too sure what a scanning station is. Here. Well, let's eat the cereal. Oops. We'll carry on exploring. That goes out that way. What we got here? This is just the. Oops, get stuck again. What we got here? Talk to the data pad. Stuck in the nebula, we run out of oxygen, succumb to radiation. The captain is going to draw a lottery to see who will put in the escape pods. Delay the inevitable. Advanced ion thrusters. Those extenders would be nice. Problem is, this is an admin core, I think, isn't it? Yep. Haha. Okay, we're running out of oxygen again. There's nothing in here. we got take a copy of the message. Right, we got a message for the Trade Federation. Not seeing anything else here. Oops. We can't. Trouble I can't walk. What we got up here? What have we got down here? This is all the same rooms as before. Some graphic. $28 credits. Mining drill. Got here, got some more crew. Oh, look at that, we got an undelivered cargo. That could be useful. We could do something with that. Saw something in the corner there. Is that one? Don't seem to be able to interact it with that one. Right, I think that covers the full kind of exploration of the ship. We do need some oxygen, as we're gonna. Oh, come on, game. Right, we've come out the top of the ship. I'm just going to. Wow. This would be a really great loot vest. Right, we need to find the. Where's the. Well, there's the Hydra. I'm gonna head for the Hydra because we need some oxygen pretty desperately. Oops, gone too far. No, well, we got to the right floor approximately. Right, it was advanced survey probes, wasn't it? Let me just see. I need to sort all this rubbish out as well. Materials. What do we need to make some advanced survey probes? High-tech advanced survey probes. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make 8 of these. We got the resources for it. And while that's going on, what I'm just going to do is have a little bit of a tidy up with the inventory in the MX5 if it's in range. Is it in range? No, it's not. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is have a bit of a tidy up, and I'll be right back once we're kind of ready to check out this mystery freighter guy. So I'll just do that and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I've finally finished tidying up the MX5, and I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I found another area to loot The bad news is if we get close to the MX5, not the MX5, sorry, the Hydra, and we come to Hydra materials, go to here. I think it's in here. We come down here. Here's the scanning table. It seems that you can install this in a base, capital vessel, hover vessel, or a small vessel. The only downside is it needs 4 small optronics bridges, and I only got 3, and I've only got 37 gold left, so I can't actually build the scanning table. And it says here, there's a scanning station, a station used for launching of probes and scanning for various anomalies, used for science and scanning missions. Available scanning missions will appear under the science and scanning section in the PDA where you are in the sector that it can be scanned. It can be started either in the PDA or by accessing this device. Accessing this device without an available mission does nothing. Do not place items in the inventory of this device. Notice this device is undergoing testing and may not work as expected. So it seems that we are not going to be able to do that mission until we've got a scanning station, which comes back, oops, sorry, which comes back to what I've kind of been talking about earlier on in the video, where I was saying about the kind of, there's things in the game which are unexpected. Well, we'll just loot this lot here and then we'll be on our way. So we're going to keep the advanced scanning probes until such time as I can build a scanning station, unless by some incredible long shot we suddenly find some gold in one of these loot containers. I shouldn't hold your breath. Okay, we're kind of, everything's filling up a little bit in here. We're just kind of offload Yestrum, that can go in there, put the computers in there, recycle, oops, no, wrong one. Where is it? General plants. We'll just shove this in here and we'll just keep. What we will do is Hydra. I'll just shove everything in. Just use this as a general purpose loot box. So if we find some gold, we will have a crack at that mission. If not, we're just gonna have to be on our way for the moment. I say I'll be very surprised if we find gold in one of these general purpose loot boxes. I think I've got a science station on the Matara, but I don't think that is actually a scanning station though. Oops. Okay, so we're out of range of the oh, we got another cargo box. Well, that'd be good. Find a space station, we can trade that in for a little bit of standing. Yep. So we're just gonna come here. So we got a lot more piles of junk. No gold. Oh well, that's the way it goes. So what we're going to do is kind of turn ourselves around. I think just to finish the video off, what we'll do is we'll go to the UCH research vessel and see if we can do something there. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, that is, actually, because I am quite intrigued by that mission. Yeah, you can see the groove where, okay, so we'll just turn that off. Out. And we'll turn the jet back off. And we will be on our way. There, we're go down one to the main bridge. Turn the thrusters on. Just back away. Yeah, I'm assuming that there are other things in here hidden that which could be quite high value, but without that mission we won't be able to find them. Anyway, we're going to work on getting a scanning station. Anyway, so what we'll do now is go here. This is the UCH research vessel. Just line up. It's only 5.5 astronomical units away. Right, the research vessel is 10 kilometers away, so I'll see you once we arrive there. So here we are, we're just coming up on the UCH research vessel. Top tip, don't be fiddling around in your inventory while you're flying towards something. Otherwise I would have missed it completely. Anyway, so we're just going to level off, come up here. Oops, I think we're underneath the ship at the moment. Okay, down a bit. I'll do. Thrusters off. Going through that fuel again. Right, I'm just gonna jetpack. Right, I've got some data, got the schematic, we got the navigational data. I've got this message from an orbital Federation orbital habitat. Must be in your personal inventory. I'm assuming that that won't work in here. I think we've got to be inside of that habitat. What we will do is come into here. We will link to products here. We will talk to Matey, see if we can get some free. Do you have any spare supplies? Take the supplies down. Okay. See what he's got here. He's got some data pads and navigational data. We could sell that and navigational data, but these are more valuable in the science lab. So this is exploration data. Let's have a look. What did we get? We got another navigational data. So we got 5 navigational datas. Got the schematic. We got a UCH research beacon. This allows us to find a research vessel nearby, which is good. I don't think I've got anything else. Let's just have a quick look through. We got some crew, but I'd rather use that. The undelivered cargo is something. We got other stuff we can sell. Okay, we've got jewelry. Got weapons we could sell, armor. Oh, we got Gerald's log here. We got a colonist mining contract. I don't think we got those as well. We got another colonist mining contract there. We got another UCH research beacon. And that's about it, I think. Okay, so we're not really gonna get anything. We'll just do a flyby here. Go down into here. I know it's not much, but grain's grain. Not that there's that much loot on this ship anyway. So got a tin of beans and some water. And technically we still got the Gerald mission. We got half of the Gerald mission, haven't we? Right, we'll go to the lab first. Let's just do it this way. I can never remember what this guy offers. You got anything to trade? No. Exploration report tier 3. I don't think we've got any of this to hand in yet, have we? As far as I know. What we do have, we go to the science computer. Decode encrypted schematics. Decrypt schematic. Random schematic from a personal inventory. Okay. Oh, that's a good find. It says rich asteroid mining drills. Schematics can be turned into research computers via the UCH research vessel. Wow. Now, that could be... this is civilian technology, right? It's just... unlock rich asteroids. Right. So we've now unlocked rich asteroid. We'll take a look at that. It's navigational. Maximum you currently have 4. I think these are worth the light years. So we've added another 8 light years to our range, up to 42 additional. And I think that's about all. Oh, we got another. Oh, we got one more. Spend research points. Turn data chips, and we haven't got any data chips, have we? I kind of... we got one navigational data. Part of me says make some money from it. Another part of me says, okay, we're gonna do that. The light years are more important in the long term. Okay, so we've now got that there. I say we got the Gerald mission, which is this bit's here, partial Gerald log. We can't do anything with the astronomical data at the moment. As far as I know, this guy is... let me just check something. Yeah, I don't think I've got any data pads or data chips. Let me just let me just have a quick look, just to see if I've got anything. No, we've got... let me just see. No. Let's have a quick... really got to organize my inventory a little bit. Let's have a quick... let's make sure nothing's been shoved into another position. No. Actually, let's have a quick look in the MX. No, nothing in here we can use. This guy is pretty useless. Actually, curiosity. If this is a UCH research vessel, are you going to offer me a mission? Let's just see what you're offering me. Got any missions for me? Some of us here at Project Eden Harbour can feel that towards the Xerox they did our fleet. We didn't consider the official mission, but we eliminate some of their troops in revenge. I could make it worth your time. What do you say upon delivering a little payback? Will you be able to find the mission Okay, accept the mission. What's the mission then? It'd be in the PDA, won't it? This is, of course, this is the progenitor and the thing here. Not exactly sure what we got there. Now, I was told that these missions could be broken, so we got all this stuff to do as well. No, I think we might not have got a mission. If any of you know anything about, if any of you have actually managed to get any of those missions to work, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Seeing we're here, might as well kind of grab some stuff here. Anything around the corner here? No. I think this is the side with the Gerald mission. Oh, I've got some bandages and stuff. No, it's the other side. I know that doesn't go anywhere. So I'm just going to come down here, come into here. A couple of plants. Always wanted a couple of plants. And this is the room where the bit of the Gerald mission that we've already done. Well, we got picking up a few bandages if nothing else, and some antibiotic pills. I say the Gerald mission is up in here for anyone who's never done it. You kind of come up here, crouch, come here, and you take the access card. And then you come around here. You get maintenance card, access card 12B, and then if you come round here, then you go up to here. On this side, there we are, and you press F to open this, and then you can go through here. And up ladder. And you can take the PDA, Gerald's partial log, get some ice crystals. And that gives us, so I've got now 2 of these, because I've done this bit side. The bit that I can't work out at the moment is, is where we find the log for this side. I think this is 12A because that log has been consumed. Is the one for 12A. And I've had a good look around the ship in various nooks and crannies, but I've never been able to find 12A. So maybe what I'll do is I'll stay on the UCH ship for the moment, and I'll have a good look around and see if I can actually find log 12A. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.